Jai Shri Gurudev. Welcome to chemistry classes. So next extraction is extraction of copper from cuprous oxide or copper 1 oxide. Extraction of copper from cuprous oxide or copper 1 oxide. So first you should have to know occurrence. Copper is present to an extent of 0.0001%. Copper is present to an extent of 0.0001% in the Earth's crust. In the Earth's crust. That is 1 into 10 power minus 4 or 0.0001% in the Earth's crust. So copper occurs both in the free state as well as in the combined state. Free state as well as in the combined state. Okay. The chief ores of copper. The chief ores of copper are as the first one is copper pyrites. Copper pyrites. Composition is CuFeS2. CuFeS2. Second one is cuprite. Cuprite. Composition of cuprite is Cu2O. Cu2O. Third one is copper glans. Copper glans. Composition is Cu2S. Cu2S. So fourth one is malachite. Malachite. Its composition is 2CuCO3 CuOH twice. Malachite is 2CuCO3 CuOH twice CuCO3. Composition CuOH twice CuCO3. This is malachite. So fifth one is azurite. Azurite. Composition of azurite is 2CuCO3 CuOH twice. This is azurite. And last one is bornite. Last one is bornite. And the sixth one is bornite. Its composition is Cu3Fe. Cu3Fe. So these are the important. So that is ores of copper. These are the important ores of copper. Okay. Copper is present to an extent of 0.001%. It occurs both in the free state as well as in the combined state. In the combined state, it occurs in the forms of oxides, sulfides, and basic carbonates. The combined state, it occurs in the form of oxides, sulfides, basic carbonates. The principal ores of copper. Some of the principal ores of copper are copper pyrites ore, CuFeS2, cuprite, Cu2O, copper glans, Cu2S, so malachite, CuOH twice, CuCO3, azurite, 2CuCO3, dot CuOH twice, and last one is bornite. These are some of the ores of copper. Among these ores, copper pyrite is ore. Copper pyrite is the main and the principal ore used for the extraction of copper. So copper pyrite is the main and the chief ore used for the extraction of copper. Okay. So next is extraction of copper from copper pyrites. Extraction of copper from copper pyrites. So this is important. This question has already been asked in the annual examination for 3 marks. Explain the extraction of copper from, so copper pyrites ore. Explain the extraction of copper from copper pyrites ore. This is extraction of copper from copper pyrites ore. So copper, the extraction of copper from copper pyrites ore involves the following 4 major steps. Involves the following 4 major steps. So first one is concentration of ore. So first one is concentration of the ore. Second one is roasting. Second one is roasting of concentrated ore. Third one is smelting. And fourth one is mesmerization. Fourth one is mesmerization. Fourth one is mesmerization. Mesmerization. Okay. So these are the 4 major steps. So the extraction of copper from copper pyrites ore involves the following 4 major steps. Here, concentration of the ore, roasting of concentrated ore, third one is smelting, and fourth one is mesmerization. So fourth one is mesmerization. Okay. So first one you take concentration of ore. The huge lumps of the ore, ore, that is copper pyrites ore, is made into small pieces. Which is the help of jaw crushers. And then finally powdered. With the help of stamp mill. Or ball mill. So the huge lumps of the copper pyrites ore is made into small pieces with the help of jaw crushers, and then finally powdered, so by means of stamp mill or ball mill. And the ore, and the finely powdered ore is concentrated by, that is froth flotation process. Because so we are using sulfide ore. CuFeS2 is sulfide ore. Copper, so plus iron and sulfur is there. So therefore, so CuFeS2, so that is iron sulfide is there. So therefore, sulfide ores are concentrated by froth flotation process. This is the main. Okay, main thing you should have to mention. Okay, the huge lumps of the ore is made into small pieces by means of jaw crushers, and then finally powdered with the help of stamp mill or ball mill, and the powdered ore is concentrated by froth flotation process. Since the ore contains sulfides, so copper pyrites ore contains sulfides, therefore they are concentrated by froth flotation. Okay, that's first one. Second one, roasting. The concentrated, so copper pyrites ore is heated in the presence of excess of air in a open earth of a reverberatory furnace. The powder, so copper pyrites ore is concentrated, so the concentrated copper pyrites ore is heated in the presence of excess of air in an open earth. This is open earth, OPENHEART. So open earth ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಂಕಿ ಗೂಡು ಅಂತ. So it is heated in the presence of excess of air in a open earth of a reverberatory furnace. So during roasting, the following chemical changes takes place. So what are the following chemical changes takes place? So first one, the impurities. Such as sulfur arsenic, phosphorus, antimony, or oxidize it into respective oxides, or oxidize it into respective, so volatile oxides, and they are removed, so that chemical reaction taking place are S plus O2, S plus O2, SO2. Second one is 4AS plus 3O2 gives to 2 AS2O3. So next is 4P plus 5 O2 gives to 2 P2O5. So 4 Sp plus 3 O2 gives to 2 Sp2 to Sp2O3. To Sp2O3. So this is the chemical reaction taking place. Okay. The impurities such as sulfur, arsenic, phosphorus, antimony, etc. are oxidized into respective volatile oxides and they are removed. Sulfur is oxidized into sulfur dioxide, arsenic is oxidized into arsenic oxide, phosphorus is oxidized into phosphorus pentoxide, antimony is oxidized into antimony oxide, that is antimony trioxide, and they are removed. So this is the first chemical changes. Second one, the copper pyrites ore is get converted into cuprous oxide with the liberation of, so that is sulfur dioxide, with the liberation of sulfur dioxide. The copper pyrites ore is get oxidized into cuprous sulfide and ferrous sulfide with the liberation of sulfur dioxide gas. That equation can be written as 2Cu Fe2 plus 3 O2 is equals to Cu2O plus 2 FeO plus 2 SO2. CO2 yes, 2Fe yes, next is SO. Okay, this is the reaction. The copper pyrites ore is get converted into a mixture of cuprous sulfide. Sorry, the copper pyrites ore is oxidized to get a mixture of cuprous sulfide and ferrous sulfide with the liberation of sulfur dioxide. 2CuFeS2 plus O2 is equal to Cu2S, 2Fes plus SO2. 2 to the 4, so 2 plus 1, 3 plus 4. It is liberation of sulfur dioxide gas. Okay. Next, third one. The cuprous sulfide and the ferrous sulfide formed, a mixture of cuprous sulfide and ferrous sulfide formed, is get oxidized to form lower oxide. Is get oxidized to form lower oxide. Chemical reaction taking place are Cu2S plus O2 is equal to Cu2O plus SO2. Cu2O plus SO2. Okay. 2Cs O2 is equal to 2 Cu2O plus 2 SO2. Okay. Next. 2Fe yes plus 3 O2 is equal to 2FeO plus 2 SO2. Okay, the cuprous sulfide, the mixture of cuprous sulfide and ferrous sulfide formed are further oxidized to form a lower oxide with the liberation of sulfur dioxide gas. With the liberation of sulfur dioxide gas. Okay, so this is roasting. Okay. The concentrated copper pyrites ore is heated in the presence of excess of air in the open earth of a reverberatory furnace. The following chemical changes take place as follows. The impurities such as sulfur, arsenic, antimony. So this antimony So that is sulfur, arsenic, phosphorus, antimony, etc. are oxidized into respect to volatile oxides with the liberated volatile oxides, and they are removed. These are the chemical reaction taking place. And second one, the copper ferrous ore is oxidized to form a mixture of cuprous sulfide and ferrous sulfide. This is the equation 2CuFeS2 plus O2 is equal to Cu2S plus 2Fes plus SO2. And third one, the mixture of cuprous sulfide and ferrous sulfide is further oxidized to form a lower oxide, which is the liberation of sulfur dioxide gas. So this is roasting. And the third one is smelting. The roasted ore is mixed with coke and silica. The roasted ore is mixed with coke and silica and transferred into a small blast furnace. Okay. The roasted ore is mixed with coke and silica and transferred into a small blast furnace. The mixture is heated in the presence of excess of hot air. The mixture is heated in the presence of excess of hot air. The following chemical reaction takes place as follows. The following chemical reaction takes place during smelting or. So first one. So first reaction. The cuprous sulfide, Cu2S, cuprous oxide, Cu2O, formed reacts with ferrous sulfide to form cuprous oxide, cuprous sulfide plus ferrous oxide. Cuprous oxide so reacts with FeS to form Cu2S and FeO. Second one, the ferrous sulfide formed so reacts with excess of oxygen, that is 2FeS plus 3O2 gives rise to 2FeO plus 2. Second reaction is ferrous sulfide formed reacts with excess of air in a small blast furnace to form ferrous oxide with the liberation of sulfur dioxide gas, and the ferrous oxide formed FeO combines with silica SiO2. This is the GAN, and this one is flux. The flux ferrous oxide combines with GAN silica to form ferrous silicate slag. FeO combines with SiO2 so to form FeSiO3. Silica is flux, and this one is ferrous oxide is GAN. So GAN combines with flux to form slag. This slag is lighter and floats over the molten metal. The slag is removed and the molten metal, so copper, so is formed at the bottom of the furnace. Is settles down at the bottom of the furnace. So copper is produced in the form of copper matte. So the composition of copper matte is Cu2S and trace amount of FeS. So copper is produced in the form of copper matte, which contains Cu2S and FeS. So in the annual examination, they have asked you so many times for 1 mark, give the composition of copper matte. It's a mixture of cuprous sulfide and ferrous sulfide. So copper is formed in the form of copper matte. So this is about smelting, and the last one is desomerization. Okay, tomorrow I will going to do desomerization.